Hey, everybody. Just wanted to stop in and say Merry Christmas. Hope things are going great for you. Hope you're ready for that. Wanted to invite you to our Christmas Eve service on Sunday morning. We'd love to have you be a part of that. And just really is that wish of Merry Christmas to you. I just wanted to explain what that meant. A lot of times I've prayed for you, prayed for people in this church, in this community. And my specific prayer is almost always that you experience Jesus, that Jesus shows up. We had a cool experience with that just a few days ago, so we wanted to share that with you a little bit with our collection of all those Tide bottles that we did.
Yeah, so back in September, there's a team of us that got together and we were looking at what's December going to look like. We always put a lot of thought and planning into that. And, as we were kind of working through what Doug was going to be preaching about, the December 10th about Jesus came to serve, we thought, well, what better way to honor Jesus serving than to do something that we serve others as well. So long story short, it ended up, we reached out to family resource coordinators in the area, and the needs came about. And as you probably have heard, laundry detergent stuff was one of the major things. So we asked about how many each school would need. And then that team made a major mistake in putting me in charge of the math. If you know me, you know I am not good at math. And so
Bible colleges don't even have math classes for the most part. So
yeah, I took one in college, and apparently it was an addition. So we ended up coming up with this number 175.
And that's what we said the goal was, 175.
Yeah.
We put it out every
day.
Yeah,
put it in the beacon. This is months ahead of time that we're putting out this number, 175. We can do it. And then a few days before we were reaching the goal, you want to tell them about what?
Yeah. I started connecting with our family resource people, which it was great having them at service that day. But I connected with them a few days before, and all of a sudden I realized we actually needed 200, so we were going to be 25 short. So I started to panic. I started to panic a little bit and pass the word around. And finally, I just said, if we're that short, I'll just purchase them. We'll figure out a way to make it happen. I don't want to change the goal.
Yeah.
But I did get the word out to the worship team to let them know that, hey, we may have had a misstep here.
Yeah. So like Jared said, I was thinking, well, we'll just, I don't want to move the goalposts. So our people have been super faithful, and the community's been super faithful in jumping in with this. So we'll just keep it at 175. But I did, though, to that team of people that was planning the event, I sent right then a message saying, hey, just stop whatever you're doing and pray that God would give us exactly the number that we need. So whether that means we bring in a bunch extra or there are some people that don't need it, then, just pray that God shows up in that way and makes that happen. So the event.
I just want to say I appreciate your faith on that, because my reaction was, we'll buy the extra. I'll figure out how to make it work. But your reaction was, no, God, we're going to rely on you to do this.
Well, before I sound too saintly, I did have a backup plan, which was your plan too, So, but I thought, well, maybe this would be a cool way for God to show up. So we prayed exactly for that. And the numbers came in the Monday, December 11th. We had 199. And
one short
of the 200 that we actually needed. So I told Amy, who was on that team, our office manager, I said, I'm searching around this church because I know God's not going to leave us one short. And so I went, cabinets and other rooms and closets and didn't find one. So that's kind of where I left it. I thought, well, all right, so maybe God's going to let one family move out of district all last minute or something, but we prayed for this, so he's gonna.
Well, until yesterday, I didn't know that you guys had prayed for that. You just told me that yesterday, so that was kind of cool, because my reaction was, wow, God, awesome, thanks for getting us that close. I was trying to be grateful. So the next day, I'm delivering the Tide bottles to our schools, and the first school I go to is the middle school in Campbell County. And they get 50 Tide bottles. So when I get there to deliver them, I asked the Amy, the coordinator there, I say, okay, I'm bringing in 50 Tide bottles. And she said, oh, we only need 49. Somebody from your church forgot to bring them, so she dropped one off this morning. So God delivered. It was so cool.
He did.
Yeah.
And we neither one of us knew that this had happened until we had our staff meeting yesterday. And we were just like piecing this story together and seeing how God worked. And that was just cool. And we thought, it'd be nice to share that, just the way that God kind of showed up in that. And also a thank you for being faithful in being his instrument to help that happen.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for your generosity in that. Lots of families are having a brighter Christmas because of that. And yeah, I always get excited when God shows up in the darkest times. That's what I'm looking for, is how is God going to move? And in good times, I want to also remember to look up and see how God's moving, how Jesus is showing up, how he's being Emmanuel, God with us. And that's our prayer for you for Christmas, that God would show up for you, that you'd be able to see him move, that certainly you create cherished moments with your family, that you'd have a good time enjoying Christmas, but most of all, that you'd be able to see how Jesus is moving. So Merry Christmas. Hope to see you on Christmas Eve that morning for our services. And can't wait. Looking forward to it. Take care.
See you.